What's up, one and all? This is the Peace Dealer. I wanted to make a special video about the sacred soulmate dynamic that you're going to be tapping into in a way that flips the script. Oh, that makes sense now. That makes sense now. In a way that flips the script on everything that you've been going to. And it just came to me. It's because Venus is on the south node right now. And so everything past that while it's squaring Neptune is flipping the script. So I did not want to make this video. When I finished my daily magical moon message, I instantly got the ping. Oh, you were supposed to mention like twin flames and soulmates, and I instantly was like, no, I don't want to talk about that. And as soon as I said that, my lights flickered. You see these lights here? They went. I was like, oh, okay, I really gotta talk about that. All right then. You could look at that as like a random glitch. Um, Given that these lights never flicker like a dog, I've taken it as a sign. But it makes sense now because Venus is literally on the south node in Sagittarius, trining Mars in Aries, trining the moon in Leo. Mars in Aries is the masculine. Venus in Sagittarius is the ascending feminine. I get it now. This makes sense now. Okay. Because the message was coming to me, but I wasn't sure how to get it. So there's an aspect. Now this makes sense. I was thinking about this too linearly, in the sense where, long story short, and I hesitate to say twin flames because y'all are just so disillusioned by it. You know what I'm saying? Because as an angelic spirit, especially twin spirit Gemini, a lot of the twin flame codes and messages come through us, right? And not just Gemini. Like, there's a lot of people out here. Shout out to Nelia Guerrero. Follow her. If you're really serious about this path, she does not play around. Like, if you want to know your sacred partner, like, go holler at her. She's legit. But outside of that, when we started bringing this message, this gave y'all so much hope. And then 2017 came, and then 2018, 2019. Now you say twin flames, and y'all inner childs get angry. Like, I don't want to hear no twin flames. I don't want to hear about twin flames. I don't want to hear about twin flames. So if you don't want to hear about this, just leave this video, okay? I don't want some of y'all to process all the hate and the disgust, because a lot of you are projecting your experience with the actual truth of this, not knowing that you had to go through that experience so you could clear that karma. You're completing the cycle. What we're stepping into now is completely new. If you want astrological insight, which I'll tie it into, Venus is on the south node in Sag. Mars is with Chiron, the masculine is healing, and the moon is in Leo. Like, it's all coming together. So what I was confused about was, I initially heard, and when we speak of twin flames, we're speaking of the existence of you watching this in another body because you share the same soul. The same soul. Whether you incarnated at the same time or not, because time is not really time is relative enough to not factor in this transdimensional quality of your soul, which is timeless. So outside of that, okay, this is gonna blow your mind, because everything that I'm saying, you know more than I do. I'm just the messenger here. I'm the FedEx UPS guy giving you this message. I'm learning it like you are, but this is gonna blow y'all mind, because now you're getting ready to step into what you've been clearing all this karma for. And it's been very confusing because you forget, as a extra dimensional, multi-dimensional, in some cases omni-dimensional entity, in a finite seemingly being, right? You forget that you realistically can see many different human beings reflect the archetype of this twin flame, or of this soul. We're going to call them soulmate or twin soul, right? A lot of you are still fixed on this one person, and as long as you are, you're playing yourself. You gotta be open to this concept, right? But when we're going to see all of this converge, a purpose of this was to see different expressions of this energy even if subconsciously, to play out. The thing here, though, with this is one of the main messages I got was, remember, pertaining to this individual or being that is you with the same soul in another body, okay? I was picking up the message that this person is highly advanced, like they're ascended, and your block to connecting with this individual is forgetting that they're ascended. Like, a lot of you are thinking, oh, my twin isn't awakened. My twin, even though the healing you do on yourself happens to this individual, which we will call your twin. I'm just gonna say it because I'm so hesitant to say twin because y'all put up the pouty face like, I don't believe it. Like, get the hell out of here. Your twin, okay? You think they're not awakened and they don't get it, and you're looking at it so wrong because you throw that out the window. The healing you do on yourself happens to them. The fact that you're awake means they're awake too. So just did all that. You may be in a disagreement. You may not see stuff the same way, but that doesn't mean they're not awakened. That doesn't mean that, and a lot of you have to accept the fact that the person who you think it is isn't. You know they're not. They don't respond to you. It's one-sided. Okay, like maybe they represented an archetype. Listen, I'm talking to myself as much as I'm saying this to you too. I'm not trying to judge or preach. So it is what it is. Let that go, because trust me, the one who you're really wanting to connect to blows away your expectations. In many cases, it's that same person. Just the way you think about them, you need to change that. And what really blew my mind is this twin aspect and dynamic is ascended. More so than you. And relatively here. So, like, you need to change your thinking around, because this twin aspect of yourself is reflecting back to you the ascended nature of themselves that you have within you too, to elevate you up. And I was like, well, how do I say that? Because, there's equality and how realistic this is. And that's when that Venus on the South Node came through. The feminine is the ascended aspect of this. Venus in Sagittarius on the South Node is the divine feminine bridging in all the multi-dimensional timelines. And by the way, you feminines are doing too much. You feminines are experiencing way too much. Y'all need to rest for real, because like, this is crazy. And the masculine is actually going through like hardcore pressure, hardcore attack, but I don't think that really pales to the feminine, because y'all are at such a higher level of this. It's ridiculous. But other than that, if you're the feminine, if you're a woman, if you're the feminine, I'm not even going to play this whole non-binary game. If you're the feminine, a woman, and you're identifying with that Venusian energy, which we all have Mars, we all have Venus, so I'm not saying like you're just one or the other, but let's just say for the purpose of this, you're the ascended one. You're dealing with the masculine, Mars and Aries on the field, and they're going to be looking at you to see reflected the ascended nature, because they're going to see you. This is coming from the masculine, especially for those of you who are wondering, how's the divine masculine doing? I got you. Let me break it down. They're looking at you. The divine masculine is leading the way. There's a huge reunion coming, because where the moon is in Leo right now is where Mars and Venus will be in August, opposite Saturn. That's a marriage. So what's happening? Venus is eyeing Mars right now, like, ooh, Mars, can get about to throw it on Mars right now. And then Mars is like, oh, she finna throw it on me. This is amazing. So the masculine is looking up at the feminine. The masculine is also paving the way forward for the feminine to come through. This is so very important. Mars is in Aries. Mars is active right now. The masculine is ready to go. Okay? And so what the feminine is doing is it's ascending the masculine's understanding of their abilities to reach her level. And the masculine is drawing down the feminine's heart and love, if that makes sense. For the feminine watching, your masculine counterpart is stimulating your love and your creativity and heart to really, stimulate your love, creativity, and heart to in that ascended position, not only complete and wrap up all the light codes, I don't even know what to call it, but the past life South Nodal element that you're directing to the masculine to direct the way is very, fucking lit the way this is working right now, because it's all coming to light. The moon and Leo is bringing it together to connect y'all. And some of y'all, especially if you're watching this video, are going to come into some of the most profound breakthrough concerning who this individual is and concerning why this individual is. A lot of you have figured out who it is, but not why. Others of you have figured it out why, but not who. It's all coming together. One, it's not going to be what you expected. And some of you may face disappointment because you're going to have to release your expectations, and it's going to be filled in with such bliss because you'll realize your expectations are shit. And the reality of it is so much better. This is a highly magical connection. And the feminine definitely is harnessing the high level magic. The masculine is harnessing the power. Mars is in Aries with Chiron. The masculine is healing. Venus is in Sag with the South Node. The feminine is closing up the portal and pointing the way towards truth. And so it's that feminine, divine feminine equation of this twin connection that is connecting supernaturally. And I mean, women are naturally more intuitive and supernatural AF, y'all house life and all that. That is guiding the masculine to ascend up to their godlike potential. This is important because if you're a masculine watching this and you're stuck, it's because you're trying to do too much without the feminine. A lot of, especially masculines like me, we're like, nah, screw this, I'm doing this on our own. Especially if you're a masculine trying to do solo dolo, that's normal. That's Mars and Aries. But Venus is watching you in Sag. And so just be mindful when you remember that you're not alone, because in this third dimensional plane, it looks like it, but your souls are still connected outside this time and space. Then you remember it's on and popping. There's really no advice I can give to the feminine because y'all are watching this from the higher realms. And so all I'm saying is the only thing I could tell the feminine is Neptune is squaring y'all. Like Pluto is squaring the masculine. The masculine is having to deal with that very, intense, extreme shift of power to bog it. And the feminine is having to deal with illusions and delusions. If you're a divine feminine watching this, the Neptune square is testing how much you believe and walk by faith. Which, look at me. Stop playing with yourself. You know what's up. If you're divine feminine, stop. The only ones that should be confused is the masculine. That makes sense. Masculine, Neptune is 12th house you. So just have it, just release all expectation, but stay ready. Because what's going to happen is with this Venus trine, feminine is going to show herself to you. And this is going to really complete that process of ascending you. Okay. And then it's going to ground. But the feminine, the Neptune square can really trigger your insecurities because you see what's up. And then maybe you see the masculine messing with other women and you forget you queen. You forget that there's no other woman in this world who's going to respond to him than to you. And you need to stop. Because we're watching you. You stop. Now I see why you want to be challenged. You stop. Because we're watching you. And that Neptune square is going to really challenge how much confidence you have. The masculine has the confidence, but the Pluto square is what has been kind of intensely like challenging us. We've kind of broken through that challenge, but the masculine is healing. And so the patience that you're having for the masculine is getting ready to shift once Mars goes into Uranus and Taurus. It's game time. Then Venus is going to go with Pluto, and the feminine is going to awaken, and the masculine with Uranus is going to innovate and really just like turn super genius. I wish I could explain that so much better. This is more of a spirit soul transmission, so I hope you felt me. But I feel like that message came out. I can't make this more than 15 minutes, but I feel like that message came out. If you're married, you're with this person already, you're about to ascend your understanding. But I want to say so much more, but I said enough. I said enough. The divine feminine, you're shining right now. Stop falling for Neptune's deceptive tricks to make you forget that you got it like that. That's so weird. You know you got it like that. It is what it is. Masculine, keep trucking, but be willing to see what the feminine is showing you and not feel like you have to be like more powerful. Peace.